Hey guys, we are back. Sorry about that. We're having technical difficulties here. Not too sure why OBS stopped, but for everybody who does use OBS, you probably know that that software is trash and we have nothing else to use. So let's try and pick everything back up. Let me see if everything is coming back. Everything looks like it's coming back. Chat is disabled for this live stream for some reason, but all I had to do was refresh. Oh wait, hold up. Wait a minute, hold up. Is it another link, Jared?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it another? Oh, okay. Okay, so apparently it makes another. It makes a whole
nother stream, yeah.
Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Is that? I wonder, is it another?
It's gonna be a separate video.
Another link. Fuck, that means I gotta. Alright, and I just posted this on Twitter too. Hey!
Nice. Okay. So level 1. I mean, I can't front. It is free, so I don't have to pay like $200 for an Elgato, but I get what you pay for, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, but well,
Elgato wouldn't have even. Elgato wouldn't have even helped you in this situation.
Oh,
just for console streaming, right?
Oh,
right.
Yeah, that's right. I would need to actually buy like a legitimate capture card for this shit.
No, there are several. There's just softwares you can buy.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, it's a computer.
Right.
Let's not forget.
Okay.
But anyway, GeForce has its own capture, which is actually pretty dope. I've used it a couple times.
How much you pay for?
Pretty stable too. Nothing. If you have a NVIDIA card, you.
Oh, that's right. I have that. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I have it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I never fucked with it because I've OBS. Like I've always used OBS.
Yeah. No, I feel you. It's really simple. Oh, wait, sorry. Get into this.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
I got the gift of gab, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's what I do. I don't.
You know, what's on these bold-faced ass lies? I got the gift of gab. Oh, the fuck.
Yeah, man. I can talk. I just don't talk to people because I hate people. It's different. Jared, not people. Jared.
Right.
That's Jared. Say hi, Jared.
Am I supposed to be offended or complimented by this?
Jared's not a person. Now say hi, Jared. Hi.
Like, I don't know if I should be offended or complimented, so I'm just gonna say what's good, nigga. Like,
Hey, Jared.
Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get the show back on the road. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. That shit looks ugly and good at the same time. Let's go ahead and move on.
That shit look good as fuck.
So my man Vegeta went Super Saiyan God. What? What is going on?
Yeah, who the fuck cares?
Right, son?
Oh wait, you didn't know he could do that?
No, he went straight to blue, nigga. Like this nigga Toriyama.
It's because it's in the manga. The manga explains a lot more.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel betrayed, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, if Goku could do it, you have to assume Vegeta can.
But this nigga did go Super Saiyan 3. Did he go Super Saiyan 3?
What?
Did Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3?
I mean, no, as far as like the blue shit.
Oh, the blue shit. The blue shit.
You know what it is.
Alright.
Yeah, but like, aside from like Kaioken, which is a technique Goku learned exclusively, they pretty much can do the same things.
So why wasn't I born a Saiyan?
Because they're not fucking real.
I ain't asked you for your logic, son.
Why wasn't I born a Saiyan? Because I'm not. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's get this out the way. We got a trailer for this movie called Body, produced by Eminem, and I swear to God, that's probably in the fucking title. Body,
AKA. AKA. Right.
8 Mile.
That was mine. You stole it.
82 Mile, like shit. What is this shit? But no, we have a rapidy rap movie called Body. You can only imagine why they call it that. It's produced by Eminem, and it has that one white guy whose name keeps on escaping me. Fuck, I forgot his name. I seen him from somewhere, something. I forgot.
Okay. I mean, we know he exists. That's as much as
exactly. So. Anyway, this is a movie about white guy, so it's 8 Mile, and that's all I got to say about it. Like
8.5 miles.
That's kind of insulting. Let's call it
9 miles.
16 mile.
16 miles.
What the fuck?
No, because I doubled 8, so.
And he added 1. I can do math.
Okay. Well, there are a couple of interesting things about it. For one, it's on YouTube Red. Are they still calling it YouTube Red? YouTube Premium, whatever the fuck it's called. And it's on YouTube Premium, and it's already out, which is pretty interesting. And we haven't seen it yet.
Oh, I can actually use my YouTube Red account for something, because Lord knows I'm not doing shit with
I thought
it.
YouTube Red was only for music.
Yeah, that's all I use it for.
All
It's
that.
just
Yeah,
music.
it's all of that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Google's where it's at, man. I can't wait till I get an Android.
I mean, you can get it now if you wanted to.
Stop
I'm
buying
waiting
Apple.
till I get the Android. I want the full experience.
Did this nigga
Okay.
say-
Have you made a decision on the Pixel 3?
I'm getting the Razr too.
Okay.
It's built for gaming, and my strategy is if it's built for gaming, that means the battery life is going to be fucking insane, which it is. So we're
Did you
definitely
watch
going with that.
You should watch Linus Tech Tip videos about it first.
I actually, he's kind of a jackass, and I watched Unbox Therapy, and it is a jackass. I watched Unbox Therapy, and what's that other dude? Jerry Riggs Everything, and they did a teardown video of it. He did a teardown video, Jerry Riggs, and a durability test. So that's the phone I'm going with. It's pretty fucking sick.
Okay. I mean, it's not because it's about gaming. It's about.
It's definitely based in gaming because it's going to be a stronger phone if it has that focus,
It's got strong.
which it does because the specs do meet that.
Okay. There you look at you getting away from your iPhone roots and getting something experimental.
I have
good.
technically BlackBerry roots or technically Android roots because I had an Android before I had.
And
Once
what?
you go
iPhone?
iPhone, you don't come back.
But I'm about to buy an Android, so I don't.
Once you go Apple, you never buy a Snapple. There we go.
I bought
Yo, Maurice,
Snapples
get
when
your
I
mans,
got-
yo. What the fuck was that?
It's funny because I actually hate Snapple. Snapple is pretty fucking disgusting.
Maurice, get your mans, yo. Who is this nigga?
I don't know.
Snapple isn't good. Niggas drinking Snapple
Nigga, don't
off
say it
the,
again.
off the what? Snapple not good, B.
Okay.
Snapple's alright.
Snapple or Arizona?
Damn, don't say that. Don't say
What do you
that.
mean, damn? That's a pretty easy question right there,
I
man.
know,
Snapple
but
because it's not as fucking sugary.
hey, yo, RJ, get your mans.
Yeah. What the fuck is that? What do you mean? Because it's not as sugary. Man, look at this.
Yeah,
this
because
big-
it doesn't feel like I'm drinking like Kool-Aid.
Yo, who the hell
my
is yo,
God.
son?
Are you drinking the watermelon one? Don't drink the watermelon one.
No, I frequented mucho mango, and when
That's your problem. That's not tea, nigga.
Son,
What are you doing?
I don't know who
you
this
said,
nigga
you
is
say
anymore.
Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going by based off the tea's not all that great anyway.
Oh my god.
Now we wildin'. Now we out. Now
Okay,
we.
so
Come on, man. You get. That's a lot of tea for $1.
the only benefit to fucking Arizonas is they're fucking cheap and they always go on sale. Other than that, they're just like all the fucking time.
Oh, I've never noticed that. It's
It's
always
at
been
least
$1
like-
to me, my guy.
It's always like but like if you go to like CVS or Safeway, they usually got like buy 2 for 1. Like, oh, niggas gonna drink that up.
All right. See, Marvin knows where it's at. It's about that. It's about that Arizona, son. Now, is Arizona my first choice? No, but it's not. It's definitely gonna be over.
Mm.
Can we all agree on Arizona over Snapple though?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'd rather get a sample.
I don't know that nigga, yo.
I don't
Okay.
know you. I don't know him either. You like Simply Tea too, my nigga?
Simply tea. No, that's just disgusting.
It's funny because I actually like Simply Tea.
Oh, okay, cool. You like trash. Anyways,
Nigga, you just said. Okay, all right, let's move on.
Like I said, I
Very
don't know this
obviously. All right. Anyway, 8 Mile 2 coming out in on YouTube now. All right, let's make that movie like that. In stores now. Rated. Dang, is this shit even rated? Like,
I don't know.
nigga. If it's not rated mature, there's a problem.
I don't think
mature?
it matters.
No, it's not a video game, Jay.
Damn it.
It can't be rated mature.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
I don't even know the ratings for movies. That's a sad
8
part.
Mile 2 rated M for mature. Stop. Stop it. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Shrek is getting a reboot because that's what we all wanted. That's what we wanted. We
Yeah.
wanted a Shrek reboot because that's
That the
we-
reason the reason why I dropped this in because I wanted to ask you guys: have we gone too far with the reboots?
Yes.
This series came out a decade ago, son. Like, what is the point?
It's not worse than Spider-Man. They rebooted that shit 3 years after the fact. Oh, no Spider-Man 4? Oh, we just rebooted.
Yeah, but Spider-Man isn't as old as Shrek was, and Shrek wasn't the original IP, if I'm not mistaken. Technically, the original IP.
I guess. I mean, why do you say the Caleb started with Yoshimitsu? Anyway, I'm sorry. Maurice,
he about to have an awful fucking time.
He's about to put that shit. He's about to play that shit and put that shit right the fuck there. This nigga about
why I got this? Yo, why I got this? Why can't you do that?
Where my help
have
go?
16 answers to the situation, half of which are bad, and the other which will, like, at least get me punished or killed. Like, what is going on?
Where my health go? Wait, this gets rid of my health? What the fuck?
You should have played Soul Calibur. That's where he's.
Right, just fucking play Soul Calibur. In fact, yeah, just everybody just buy Soul Calibur.
Son, that nigga's mix-up game is on another level, yo.
No one uses it. Like, at least in Tekken,
if you
no
fight
one
a good Yoshimitsu and Soul Calibur,
man, then he's gonna like pick up these
hate,
badass habits. He's just gonna press Rage Art because it's like he has a pretty good Rage Art. So whenever he gets into a problem, Rage Art, don't. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's what were we talking about? Shrek.
Shrek reboot.
Shrek reboot. So yeah, Maurice, you had a question. Have we gone too far? No, but we are right on the cusp of it.
This feels like too far to me, son. I don't know.
This is definitely too far, but we haven't done wait, no, because we're getting a reboot of The Grinch. Yeah, we've gone too far. Like this is.
Well, I mean, The Grinch makes sense because that's also like that's 30 years, right, or something like that. How old is that movie?
It's 30 years, but it's getting to the point where why do we have to reboot every?
I don't know. I just
why
don't understand,
Shrek?
Yeah, I don't understand the creative value behind this. Like, it just seems weird.
Like, Shrek wasn't that long ago. Like, kids are probably still watching Shrek in elementary school. Like, it's probably still happening. So I don't see where, even though those last 2 movies weren't all that great.
Yeah.
But a Shrek reboot, and I think it's gonna be done by the people who made Despicable Me. And I'm like,
yeah. Well, them niggas are godlike, so I'm okay with that.
I mean, yeah, they know. I'm just more mad about the fact that it's going to happen. Like, it doesn't. The first 2 are still extremely good movies. Like some of the best animated movies ever. If you ask me. Your Shrek is up there. It doesn't need to be rebooted.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's aged pretty well too. Like, I don't have a problem with Like, I was watching just like a few months ago, and it still looked pretty good. I'm like, oh, yep, still enjoy that.
Yeah, you can like still get the crew together and like still watch Shrek, and nobody's ever going to be upset if you. Well, not that everybody on the IMO podcast smokes or get high, but if if you're just shooting the shit and every time I say put on Shrek, ain't nobody's gonna be like, Shrek, man, what the fuck is wrong? Nobody's gonna be that person. So I don't know. This movie doesn't need to exist like 90% of everything. So. Yeah. Oh, I mean that's it. Just that's it, Jared.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm just wondering, like, why Shrek? Like, I don't know.
That is a good question.
Like, okay, because it just strikes me as odd. I'm like, because he was even talking about because he wants to the dude wants to keep the same voice actors. I'm like, that's cool, but why? Like, you're not giving me a reason of why you're rebooting this. You know, like to just relive basically. So didn't that fucking series have like 4 movies? Wasn't there like 4 movies? What the? Okay, let's reboot the whole series.
Forever After. I don't know, son. I don't know. Like Shrek is like one of those lightning in the bottle type movies. Like, you can't reboot Star Wars, even though Disney came very fucking close to doing just that. Like, you can't just say, hey, let's just reboot Star Wars. Or you can't reboot Alien. You can't some things are just so classic where if you just try and bring it back.
Reboot Alien though?
I don't think so. They made a prequel.
That's technically a reboot.
How is that a reboot? It's still going off. It's still considering that the first movie canon. It's still considered the first movie to exist. Now Star Trek will be a reboot.
Okay, all right. I thought it was a reboot. That was my mistake.
No, it's a weird. I don't know what the fuck it is, to be honest with you. It's just one of those weird ass prequels. Who cares? Nobody fucking watched that movie series anyway. Well, at least I didn't, and I count for everybody. So yeah. That's
Okay,
right.
I mean that's fair. That sounds like math to me.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So, once again, the internet is upset because this is like the 4,688,744. I just fucked up that number. Anyway, the internet is mad once again, and this time is over one of the most beloved things in video game history, Diablo. Everybody, well, if you don't know about Diablo, you've heard about Diablo. If you've never played Diablo, you've probably heard about Diablo. Diablo is, I can't really, how would you guys describe Diablo?
It's an arena. I call it, like, someone was telling me it's like an arena type of RPG.
I guess that makes sense.
I don't know, because it's like,
it's League of Legends before League of Legends was League of Legends.
I guess it's
no,
no,
that's not accurate at all. It's not a battle arena. It's an RPG story. You progress, level up characters. It's a hardcore RPG for hardcore RPG fans.
Okay.
It's I think it's closer to a MMO or MMORPG versus a MOBA.
Okay, I can go with that. Anyway, so yeah, the internet's upset again. So apparently Blizzard at BlizzCon, no less. You know how they do. Here's the new thing. We're about to announce this, and they're announcing whatever. Apparently nobody is happy about the new mobile Diablo game. Now I don't know anything about Diablo, but it didn't really seem like DEF CON 5 to me.
It is DEF CON 5 because the series has been... Okay, first off, look at the company, right? The company's name is Blizzard, right? In case you didn't know.
Partnered with
Blizzard
Activision.
is a partner of Activision. That kind of plays a factor into why it came out on mobile, I think. But Blizzard has been making nothing but PC titles. PC titles. That has been their thing. Why would their next game, their next big franchise, come to mobile device? One word... Very simple. Everyone wants it. Everyone needs it. There you go. So this seems like initially when you hear about this on paper, like the next big game that they haven't had an update for about 4 or 5 years becomes a mobile game. It seems kind of greedy at first because you know how mobile games are. Very low effort put in. Monetization all over the fucking place, not able to connect, not able to play wherever you want to, because say if you take the train into work or you don't have great internet service, like you disconnect and you can't update your character or anything like that, right? So it just makes for like, why are you just releasing this on mobile? Why isn't this like the full-fledged Diablo game we wanted? Like, it's not even the fact about it being a prequel. It could be a prequel, but why is it not a true Diablo game? Why is it a cash grab game like all the other fucking cash grab games?
So,
that's the problem.
Andre, have you seen the gameplay for this shit?
I have, and to be honest with you, I'm not versed in Diablo. It looked like Diablo.
So this game looks like 7 different games I've seen on the App Store. Like,
in fact, it's not confirmed, but I think this is the game. The company that's working on it, the Blizzard's not even working on it. The company's working on it, I think it's called NetEase, and this looks like one of their other games called God something. Maybe I think someone on the chat might know, but it's called it's a skin called it may be a skin over of God something. There's no confirmation of it, but there's like several people who play Diablo heavily just say this really looks like it, like looks like the same game.
Oh my god.
But with a Diablo skin over it. So that's the bullshit part. Like, it's not going to be a full-fledged title. There's going to be heavy monetization. You won't be able to play anywhere you want to, like you can with the Switch version of Diablo now, of Diablo 3. And it's just gonna come across as an extremely lazy title. And this was their big announcement, their final announcement. This is going to get all your money. It technically will get all your money, but this is the announcement's going to get all your money into our pockets. Announcement.
So it's pretty safe to assume that nobody's going to buy it.
No, a lot of people are probably going to pick this up. People who don't know any better about mobile games or gaming on PC or console, they're probably just going to pick this up, and then they're going to make a lot of money off of it regardless. It just sucks for the fans who are hardcore fans, or just the fans in general, because they're all pretty much like kind of the same as far as like their love for Diablo. it just sucks for them because they have to deal with this shit when they know better. They know they've known like games where it's like you drop $60, you get a fuck ton of content. Now you get something for free, you won't get everything. You're guaranteed not to get everything just because it's a mobile game.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really too. I don't want to say I don't care because I do, but. So this was like their final thing, and they're like, this is it. Go home.
They had fucking Warcraft 3, which everyone wanted announced. Right. They had Ash reveal for Overwatch, and then they ended it with a game that people were anticipating that just became a mobile game. Like the people, because like you also gotta remember, niggas are paying money to go to BlizzCon. Niggas are paying money to watch BlizzCon at home, and then they get this shit.
Son, and can you imagine, like, because this kind of reminds me of the not as bad, but the Kingdom Hearts shit. Where imagine if this is like story, like actual canon in the story, and you have to play this mobile game for whenever the hell Diablo 4 comes out. It's like, oh, you didn't play the mobile game? Huh? Well, you just missed like fucking so much content that you need to understand if you really are a true fan of Diablo. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it has a story to it.
Yeah, it's a prequel in between 2 and 3.
So you have to play it.
Son, like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, man. It's pretty scumbaggy, and then if you look at some of the clips, on YouTube about like the Q&As and stuff, if you just look at the guys' responses, like the developers who are on stage like answering questions, like it's almost like they didn't know what they were talking about, or it's like they didn't have a hand in it, or they just don't want to like reveal too much or reveal anything because none of the questions got answered. Like it's all over YouTube. And then you got like the meme questions where like, is this this seemed like an April Fool's joke, because there's no way they would release a project like this being Blizzard, the PC gaming company. Like the PC gaming company.
So watch Valve. Like next week, Valve's gonna release Half-Life 3 for the fucking Switch only. Watch.
They've been waiting for their time.
I swear to God.
Let's fuck them up right here.
Right. So
go get them.
So yeah, it's just a really like fucked up situation. Like me personally, I never played Diablo. I wanted to get into it, but I just never did. And I just was reading like, since BlizzCon, I've been reading just like different stuff about like people's opinions on it, different like perspectives, reading into a little bit about Diablo itself, and it just seems weird to even have this be. It seems just kind of weird because like you remember leading up to this Diablo release, we had like job postings for a new Diablo title, like an RPG that was supposed to be coming out, and we just get this shit.
It sounds like you're very disappointed.
Yeah, because I wanted to get into it. Like I was literally about to buy like Diablo 3 for my Switch so I can like get hyped for this game, because I thought, oh man, this is amazing. And I'm putting myself in like a fan's shoes, right? Like if we go back to the Kingdom Hearts instance, what if we got that Kingdom Hearts mobile game with no promise, or not no promise, but with no visuals or any type of expectation for a Kingdom Hearts 3 or a Kingdom Hearts sequel? Right.
My heart has been conditioned, so it probably wouldn't be that saddening news.
Yeah, but and then it's one of the big gaming companies. Like
it's Blizzard.
It's Blizzard.
Son,
World of Warcraft, Overwatch. Sorry, Overwatch. Heroes of the Storm. Like make some revolutionary games. Come out with a mobile title. Son. That's crazy. That's like Nintendo throwing all their Mario games on onto iOS, Android, throwing all the Zelda games on there, and then putting monetization behind it.
Actually, like, can we do that? So I don't. Can we have Smash on mobile?
Do not say that, son.
No,
please, for the love of God, don't say that.
That sounds great.
No, I hope you're memeing, because this is a really.
Nah, that sounds perfect. I can.
I'm assuming
he's memeing.
Yeah, he's hard.
I can play Smash on the go. Oh, work. Definitely can't do that on the Switch. So yeah.
Yes, you can.
So what are you talking about? You can't take your Switch with you. What's wrong with you? It's a console.
It hurts how he's memeing right now.
I know, dude.
It hurts.
But like, this is one of the giants in gaming. for PC gaming.
Son, they've
And they
released
go
like
to
so
the-
many
This is
hits.
the dumbest shit ever.
They have like a really solid track record with the games they've released. You know, like
Right.
son, when Battle for Azeroth came out for World of Warcraft, like probably the best MMO ever. Niggas are still playing the shit out of that game, and then they release a mobile. Okay, son, I'm tilted. I'm actually tilted right now.
Everybody gets one. Give them a break.
That's not how that works at all.
How that works.
They have a fan base that they need to appeal to.
Every company makes mistakes.
That they have to appeal to, and someone in fucking development should have said, "This is a dumb idea. We are making niggas pay for tickets." They shouldn't say niggas. We're making people pay for tickets to our show, and they're not even physically here just to hear this announcement. This is not going to go well for us. Not to mention the fucking dislikes on the video just prove how much of a bad idea this was, as if we weren't supposed to see this coming. I mean, as if this couldn't be like, what's what I'm looking for? As if it couldn't be like red, like predicted, like this was going to happen. This was going to have a bad taste in people's mouths. Son, like
we learn by doing, Spark.
See, I can forgive mistakes.
Not from
like,
the big.
So mistakes like the mistakes I can forgive for Blizzard specifically would be like Overwatch tunings. Like, oh, they made like Brigitte hella OP, or they made Mercy OP. You know, that's just development.
Whoa.
That's development mistakes, whatever. This is something else. This is like some scumbag of shit. Like, really? Because it's like a spit in your face rather than just a, oh, we fucked up. Like, this is like, oh, fuck y'all niggas. Like, we don't care about y'all. Like, what?
Nah,
y'all pay us.
There's nobody who would have thought this was a good idea for the hardcore fans. This is just to make money. This is only to make money.
Every developer's gonna turn to EA and Activision now. Just accept it. It's fine.
So we don't need more EAs out here. We don't need them.
Well, guess what you're gonna get? We live in a capitalist country, don't we? Guess what you about to get?
So we need like elections for gaming and shit. Like, some of these niggas need to leave.
Wow. Yeah, you do realize that will never happen.
What's funny is like this all could have been alleviated if they didn't fucking start off with it. Ended with it, and if they paired up another Diablo title coming out, a true Diablo title coming out.
It's like, oh, hey, by the way, there's also Diablo 4 coming out in like next year. Hey, instantly forgiven. No one would even care.
Didn't we do that before? I think they released like a mobile something, and then the main game. I forgot what game it was, but it went
Kingdom Hearts. Square Enix is doing it for Kingdom Hearts. And you know, that's not even like the entirety of it, right? Because there's also this other separate part where these random ass reporters are coming in and saying that, you know, all gamers are mad about the new Diablo game becoming a mobile game. SJW masculinity, they're just flaring women and shit like that because women play more mobile games and shit. Like it's nothing. Absolutely nothing. But these articles still exist.
Yeah, that doesn't even compute. I can't even make a formula to compute.
Right. So this whole situation is just maddening. Like it just devolved into this like hideous monster over the weekend, and I can't be more like upset about it. I don't even play the fucking game.
Well, still got Overwatch.
That's not the same, dog. That's not the fucking same.
Hey, man, that's the only Blizzard game as far as I'm concerned.
You say that to World of Warcraft niggas, and you gonna get shot.
It's amazing how people are still playing this game.
Heroes of the Storm, son. Like,
not even like World of Warcraft, StarCraft, son. Blizzard has so many fucking hits, yo. It's not even fair, honestly.
Right, dude.
Like they've just released so much good titles. But
it made the investors happy, and that's all that matters.
No, their stock dropped by like $5, like a couple days after. It didn't make no one happy.
Well, that's because people don't know what they want.
So many fucking dislikes on their videos, son. They are not in a good spot right now. They are under the fucking heat, son. Everybody got the Dracos out.
The Dracos out, got the scopes ready. It's like, make another move, nigga. See what happens, son.
Come out that fucking corner. Do something. I did.
It's like you said, this mobile game gonna be like just a preview for the PC game. All right, that's what I thought. Release shit if you want to.
Exactly, son.
Niggas over here putting Glocks on their pistols and shit. I mean, they was over here putting scopes on their Glocks and shit.
So watch niggas come up to the Blizz headquarters and just start blasting, son. I swear, niggas are that like savage. I'm serious. I actually will feel really bad if this legit happens, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that should happen, but I don't agree with the situation whatsoever. Like, I mean, you can feel however you want to feel, son, but this is bullshit, and we definitely need to like raise awareness and call them out on this shit.
I mean, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. I mean,
that's the thing, though. So you say, what are we gonna do? We can just, not play the game or not buy it. Like, see, that's the thing people don't understand. Like, these companies, the reason why they're so rich is because we buy this shit.
But what about the market that's extremely casual and actually want to play this? What about them?
I mean, okay, so you want to talk about the market that's really casual. This is the thing I hate is when they can like appease to the casual market, but when you fuck over the like devoted people that have actually been with you since the start, that's not bullshit to you. That's not fucked up. It's like,
that's
fuck
that. They made.
Like, I mean, I think it's fucked up at the time they announced it, but I don't think the concept of the game is fucked up. Well, I'm not saying, I think that's fucked up that you put actual story in it. That's kind of weird.
Son, but it's like when what's a good example? I can't think of an example right now, but the thing is, like, when people have put like literally their lives into this game, like, imagine if actually that's not a good example. Fuck, I can't think of a good example right now. But all I can say is like I hate it where you play this game for years. Like, people play this game for years, their whole lives. They grew up playing this game. Diablo's a really fucking old game, right? But then you just want to say, fuck you guys, we're going to appease to these new people that have put virtually $0 into our franchise.
And once again, I think that all of this just could have been alleviated if they did not announce it at the time.
They could just not make the damn thing and just do what people...
I don't know about that.
We tell them how to make money and they don't do it. What? How does that make sense?
How can you say don't make the game when obviously this is going to make money?
Okay, so... Wait, you have to pay for shit?
No, you're gonna have to pay for loot boxes and shit to unlock because it's a mobile.
I was about to say it's a mobile game.
You didn't say that part. You didn't say that.
It's a mobile game. What else do you? What? Okay.
I don't play mobile games.
Exactly.
I don't either. What are you? So you don't need to play them to understand that. Like, yes, they're gonna have loot boxes. They're gonna have shit tactics in there to make you buy things. To make like, oh, look at this. You could have this. Give us $5, bitch. Like shit like that. Like that happens all the time. Oh, so that's why it's maddening. Like, even if it's going to make money, it's not about it making money. It's about how they're treating their fan base. Fuck the money. They're always going to want money. If they just make a good game, they can make a good amount of money. They can raise their stock with just good shit, not monetization. I think a YouTuber once said it best. Like, it seems like they're trying to fight for all of the money instead of just make a decent profit or make a great profit, which they can do without having to go to the mobile games.
I still don't see why you would, if I'm a company, and let's be real, and as wholly as a pedestal we're putting Blizzard on, Blizzard is still a damn company. The goal of the company is to make money. Now,
yes,
I will. No. Let me finish. Yep. I can agree that they did fuck over their core fan base. To put this at the end of BlizzCon and then for it to actually have fucking story to a beloved franchise as Diablo. All right, that's fucked up. That's scummy. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. I agree on that half right there, 100%.
Yeah.
But there's this. I'm hearing this part that this game should not exist, and I'm like, why wouldn't it exist when there's a?
I'm not saying it shouldn't exist, but what I'm saying is it shouldn't have been the main stage. It should have been the main focal point. Because now they're just saying that you don't give a fuck about your fans.
Oh, okay.
Like I said earlier, it would have been great if they didn't have this at the end. They started off with the beginning and then paired it with an actual Diablo release. That would have been fine. That would have been perfect. And then they ended the conference with Warcraft 3 remake, which people want. That would have been awesome.
Okay.
But no.
So
they didn't do that shit.
So in other words, if they would have announced Diablo 4, everything would have been fine.
Yep.
If they announced Diablo 4 and they didn't put this at the end, put the mobile game at the end, that would have been I feel like that would have been a stronger press conference.
I feel that they probably would have they would have did it at the same time, to be honest with you.
I don't know about that. I can't read the future, but even Nintendo is dipping their hands into the mobile market. But the difference is they're putting focus on the actual games too for their Switch. For their fans, because they know their fans and love investing in their products.
Okay, so now I see your full point. You're upset. Well, I'm not saying that you're upset, but
I am upset.
I'm trying to not say it in a derogatory manner that just makes it seem like you're
recognize
all like,
my pain. Recognize
no pain.
You don't play the game. What the fuck? Recognize my pain. I've been here since day one. How old is Diablo? 40 years old? Yup, that's how old I am, right? I was born when Diablo came out. I came out the womb playing Diablo. Anyway, what the fuck was I about to say? I see your full point now. So, if there was at BlizzCon, if there was a counterpart for the PC, anything at all, it would have been good. That's like, I see what you're saying. That's like Sony saying.
And the other part of it is that the mobile game should not be the focus. Should not be the focus of the whole press conference. Right.
And I said we agree there.
Okay, yeah.
Like
two things. Those two things are very important to go to each other. They go hand in hand.
Yeah.
That was the problem. Was there no Diablo 4, and the focus was the mobile game. But they spent a whole Q&A for that mobile game right at the press conference.
Right.
And people come up, take pictures and stuff. There was a lot of focus on that. Those two things. Remember those two things.
Right, and we agree on these two things. Okay, I was just hearing some parts that this game shouldn't exist, and I'm like,
yeah, that was me.
I was about to say, okay, that was Jared. Then, yeah, damn it, Jared, get the fuck out. Right. But yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. So we agreed. I don't know if I can play Diablo, but
yeah, I know, but it's not. I mean, I understand. It's fine. Like I said, I don't play it either, but this whole situation just seems stupid. When you put all the pieces together and throw like the whole situation in, like they're getting berated by random SJW reporters who are slandering them and just calling the situation out of context, and they have all that focus on the mobile game, all that other shit, just like pieces together to just make a shit pile. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah, we just spent a lot of time on that. I'm glad we named the chat appropriately. Yeah, we did. I was expecting to go in. So,
this guy's coming from the guy who named the fucking show because he was obviously upset about all of it. Yes. Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm so glad that you guys listen to the podcast because I was about to go in on this one topic and this one topic only. So now Maurice is just gonna go away for the rest of the show. And
all right, see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye. Thank you for giving us your 2 cents.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
When I get my chat. Hello.
So Red Dead Redemption and it has been selling like gangbusters.
Son, Rockstar is at it again with these numbers.
At it again, man. At it again. Can we? Well, this generation for the. It's 2018, 2000. Let's say for the past I want to say for the past 2 decades. I want to say that Rockstar has been the developer of those respective decades. Nobody is pulling out numbers like Rockstar.
Son,
people are coming close though. But nobody's doing Rockstar now.
Didn't this game? Oh wait, hold on. I'll let you go because I got a lot of. Oh my god, there's a lot of comparisons I can make right now.
Okay, so if everybody doesn't know, Rockstar releases Cowboys, and I'm just going to refer to it as Cowboys from here on out because it's a lot easier for me. Red Dead Redemption 2 equals Cowboys, and it's actually one of the best games I ever played in my life. It's really good, right. Not in the sense of gameplay, but in the sense of literally everything else. This game is fucking immaculate.
How many? So I'm gonna ask you some questions. How many hours have you put into the game?
Right now, since last weekend, I want to say 30.
Okay,
that's decent.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, I've made it. I think I've made it to chapter. There's a lot of shit to do in this game. Like you can easily just say fuck the story and be like,
no, I feel you, but the number of hours played should be higher in my opinion. I'm just throwing it out there.
Really higher than 30?
If it were me, son, I'd probably be at like 80 to 100 right now.
Good, so you would have beat mostly everything by now.
I'm about to say.
No, I mean like you said, you can get lost in the store in the side missions and just do side missions and shit.
No, I mean not even side missions. I've just been doing like goofy shit, just like running around. I've been like hiding. I've been like sitting at the camp and then just looking at the people converse at the camp. This shit is crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't even been playing the fucking game for real. Like.
Okay, sure. I mean, I would have had more hours. Maybe not 80, probably like 50, 60, but
probably more than that. 80 sounds kind of wild, but
yeah. I mean, you don't have to be playing the game. Like I dumped over 100 hours into Monster Hunter before even finishing the game, and I didn't finish the game till like I'm still playing, but probably like 160, and actually get to the final boss fight, or 130.
Yeah, I don't think Red Dead was going to be that that big, but it is a big game. I don't see anybody just like putting in 100 hours and they didn't finish the game yet. That's kind of wild. But
it's like you can just explore, do other shit.
Yeah, that is true. But I still think 100. That from a person that's playing the game right now, 100 seems like a bit much. That means just. Anyway, let's just keep going.
So what are some of like the what are some of the things you notice in regards to this game in comparison to the first one, besides the graphics?
Okay, so there's more of a. How can I say it? So instead of going like the lone wolf route that John Marston used to go, like John Marston was a man who was just out for purely himself, or you can say his family. Spoiler alert for Red Dead Redemption 1. He was just mostly out to save his family and shit like that. While Arthur, on the other hand, he's more of a not a family guy. But more of a team player. It's like it changes the dynamic of the game a lot more than the first one. Instead of just being out for yourself, like collecting money for yourself, doing bounties for yourself, you're actually like collecting you actually feel like you're helping out the entire team. All of these characters, that's another thing that Red Dead Redemption 2 does a little bit better than the first game, is the characters. You really do like fucking care about these characters. You won't at first, but you're gonna spend so much fucking time with these characters. It's gonna get to the point where, okay, this is the Vanderlyn gang. This is the group. This is dynamic. This is how they work. I actually want to help these niggas out. So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go into the fucking wilderness. I'm gonna hunt this bear and bring it back to the camp. I'm gonna get this bounty and bring the money back to the camp so I can see the camp flourish and shit like that. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Cool. So are there any like weapons or upgrades and stuff like that? Like how does combat usually flow for you?
Okay, so combat is a little weird, to be honest with you. I will say this: and this goes for everything.
I just assumed you're going to the dead eye. My bad.
It's the fact that it fits. That's what's funny. It fits really fucking well.
Nice.
The combat it's not 100% perfect, as what everybody's been saying on the as reviews. It feels really good to get into these gunfights, but there is a bit of clunkiness, and this is something that Rockstar has not been able to fully master. Your Arthur, who is the main character you play, Arthur still has that Rockstar clunkiness to him. I don't know if anybody here has played. Well, everybody's played Grand Theft Auto before, yep. But it still has that clunky. All right, I want to go left and I want to crouch right here, and then Arthur would just like spin around, and then he'll like sit down, and then he'll stand back up, and then he'll crouch again. So shit like that still happen. So it's not as buttery smooth as say like Overwatch or a Call of Duty. But then again, how smooth can you make a third person shooting game?
Okay, I mean, I think Jared has some arguments for that. Gears. Jared.
Love Gears of War. That game.
Okay.
I don't know. I actually want to play that game now. Why'd you gotta tell me that?
Okay, this nigga's over here playing Gears of War.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is definitely a day one purchase.
Oh yeah,
100%. Like a day one purchase. Okay, cool.
100%. Like if you didn't get it day one, I'm not exactly mad at you. Red Dead isn't exactly the most popular franchise in the world, but I'll be damned if it's not one of the best games of this year. But then again, it's Rockstar. I don't think Rockstar has put out anything bad.
It's got the sales of like the best game ever.
Yeah, the sales for Red Dead doesn't even make any sense. I can't even quote the numbers because I didn't really look at it.
I can tell you.
But okay.
750 million in 3 days.
750 what?
750 fucking million in the first weekend, son.
Jesus
Christ,
Christ,
that is more than double than Avengers Infinity Wars. Are you serious right now? These niggas are
it does cost more, so that might be the best.
That's still a lot of.
That's still a lot of fucking money, my guy.
I don't think Destiny did that much.
Son, they like because what was it? GTA 5 did 500 million the first weekend. 500 million on launch. These niggas made 750. Are you serious right now?
Gangbusters. Grand Theft Auto 5 is,
Son,
and that's another thing. I do think that this will not have the staying power as Grand Theft Auto because Grand Theft Auto has I said, that brand recognition.
So Grand Theft Auto 5 made $6 billion since today. It's made $6 billion.
Somehow people are still buying this game, and I still have no idea why. It's really.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The game came out what? The game came out 5 years ago?
2012.
And it's still, and it's still every year is still within the top 20 games of top 20 most sold games of every single year since it came out. It's really fucking weird. I don't think we're ever going to see anything like Grand Theft Auto 5 again until Grand Theft Auto 6.
Son, Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar has just been breaking records with this shit. Grand Theft Auto 5 has made the most amount of money in any film, video game. Honestly, I want to say in all of media. That's.
I'm actually trying to think of something.
I'm please tell me I'm wrong. Because that's fucking crazy that Rockstar can just.
Did you say it beat did it beat Infinity War? Because I think Infinity War was held the top spot.
What of most amount of money made?
The most amount of money made by anything or any media thing ever. I think it was Infinity War at first, but if Red Dead beat it, then
I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 made $6 billion as far as 2018.
Oh well, nothing's beating that number anytime soon.
I'm just saying, Rockstar has and then they come out with a game that tops its launch sales. That's a good thing, really good.
That's actually really surprising because I know that niggas fucked with Red Dead, but I still thought it would have been more niche than something than say a God of War or a Grand Theft Auto or a Spider-Man. All of these are household names, and then Red Dead just comes up and says, "Nope, we in there too." So I don't know. I really did not see that coming. I knew it was going to do numbers. I really did, but as much as God of War, as much as Spider-Man, as much as
it's on Xbox, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was.
What if the Xbox niggas have to play? I mean,
oh damn, that's just
God of War.
Nah, you're just being mean.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, God of War and Spider-Man were PS4 exclusives. Yeah, that. Hey man, crossplay. Let's get some crossplay going on. Maybe they can get some more money.
Sony's not doing that.
Nah, they not. They're at the top of the game, man. They got the most sales in fucking consoles. Why do they need to, stoop down to other niggas' levels? Why?
If you made Spider-Man, would you share Spider-Man?
Fuck no.
All right. All right.
Fuck no.
Anyway,
did you play Spider-Man, Jared?
I did not. I'm broke, son.
Oh, true.
Why do you think I'm playing a free-to-play game, son?
Play League of Legends next.
Son, I will not have a conversation with you while playing League of Legends. That game requires too much focus. I'm sorry.
There is one more thing about Red Dead that's a complete departure from the first. Well, not a complete departure, but the amount of customization in this game is fucking stupid. It doesn't make any sense. This is one of those. If you're one of those people that like to customize your gun, make your gun fancy, make your beard fancy, make your clothes fancy, and look like how exactly you want your character to look, then surprisingly enough, Red Dead is going to be that game for you. And I don't think Rockstar hasn't incorporated these RPG elements since Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. For whatever the fuck reason, they decided to get rid of all of that in Grand Theft Auto 4 and decided you can customize damn near nothing. And then they bring it back and bring out one of the most customizable AAA games of all time, in my opinion. I see what you did there. But yeah, this is if you have the time to fully just surround yourself in this game for at least a week, I would say that this is this would be a really good pickup. If you haven't bought it yet, there's no reason not to pick it up, to be honest.
I'm still waiting a PC version comes up.
Here's the thing. I don't know. It might be better on PC. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, no, not it wasn't. It'll probably release buggy as fuck, but
exactly. Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's a big ass game, and then it wasn't made for PC either. You might just have to take that L there, buddy.
Nope.
Okay, this nigga just says no. All right. But anyway, yeah. Red Dead. I don't want to give it a full grade because obviously I'm nowhere near finishing the story. But for right now, this is as close to a 10 as I'm ever going to give anything on this fucking podcast. So yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
10.
I didn't say a 10. I said close to a 10.
Oh damn. Close
See,
to a 10.
see our full review coming in 3 months. Okay, so we can move on. It's funny, we were just talking about. We didn't really talk about Ash, but
Son?
we're kind of running out of time.
Can we at least talk about that animated short, son? Did you?
Okay.
Son,
Go ahead. I mean, no, go ahead. You start.
Maurice, is it fair to say that animated short was everything I wanted in a Western movie?
Oh, yeah.